A sales mindset. Now, that's a very different term than sales training. You've heard me talk about building a sales culture, which means you and everyone is in sales. You and everyone in the organization does something awesome that influences our clients, your clients, both internal and external, their ability, their willingness, their decision, their desire to say yes. What makes that happen? When the client senses that everybody is in their game. In other words, it's about the client, and everything that we do internally, we do with a sales mindset. In other words, here we go, that you truly believe, understand, and embrace what is absolute fact. What you do will help a client say yes. So what is a mindset? Well, simply put, it's a series of beliefs. It's your beliefs about any given topic. The opportunity for you here is to adopt a sales mindset, not one where it says, hey, I have to go out and be a professional salesperson. If that's not what you've chosen to do, it does mean that a sales mindset is the differentiator in today's hyper-competitive market. The thing that will always guarantee and ensure that a client, your company, and you personally and professionally grow will be this, your mindset. People will always be the difference, and the mindset that you bring to the job every single day. You're the reason in some part why the customer says yes. And that happens because you bring a mindset to the job that says, what I do somehow, somewhere, some way is part of the sales conversation. It's part of the ultimate success of everything we do. Now, when I talk about a sales mindset, the beauty of it is it doesn't cost you anything to change your mindset. It simply requires an understanding that sales, yes, is a mindset, and it's also, at the same time, a series of behaviors. Behaviors, things that you do that are part of every single interaction, things that you do every day as you're interacting with your colleagues and your coworkers and customers that help them say yes to you. In fact, there are 21 human sales behaviors. I'm sure there are plenty more. I'm going to highlight 21 for you. Now, these 21 sales behaviors, are you ready? You're already doing them. You do these a lot without even realizing you're doing it. And when you do it, you're doing sales. Because remember, sales is a mindset and behavior. The 21 human sales behaviors are as follows. Influencing. You have the opportunity to influence with every single thing you do. When you influence a positive outcome, when you influence any outcome, you've now sold your point of view. Managing objections, coaching people, mentoring people. Those are absolutely sales behaviors. When you do things that establish your credibility, you've sold yourself. When you're educating others in the organization or your customers on the value of doing business with you and the organization, that's selling your point of view. Helping somebody be better is influencing, it's sales. Managing your mindset. We've talked a lot about this one. That's having the sales mindset and knowing the difference between that and sales training. Presence. How you show up matters because now when you're present, you're selling yourself. Creating integrity. When you act with integrity, you're selling yourself and you're selling the organization and people's desire and reason to do business with you and engage you. Conversing with people, just everyday conversing and talking for that matter. Acknowledging things that you hear. You know, when we have conversations, far too often people are ready for an argument. So let's build relationships, let's diffuse people's willingness to argue and simply acknowledge them, which is selling the fact that you're present with them. Networking. Networking is all about building relationships because you're selling yourself. You are building relationships based on people engaging you. Persuading somebody to do something because you know it's in their and the company's best interest. We've already talked about asking. Talking, we've mentioned as well. Teaching. I happen to think one of the most noble behaviors that is sales is teaching somebody. I think school teachers, university professors, I think people who are invested in making people better are the greatest salespeople really we have ever seen. Talk about influencing. Listening. When you demonstrate that you're a good listener, you're also selling because now people want to engage you, which brings down those silos. Practicing self-awareness. This is a big one. This is all about having emotional intelligence, creating differentiation. When you differentiate yourself because you have a mindset that what you do matters, then people see you and by extension the organization in a whole new light, and it no longer becomes about price. It becomes about the organization and the relationship that people want to build. Finally, getting buy-in. Well, we all have to sell our points of view, what we need to be successful every day. Getting buy-in feels good when people say, I agree, I'm on your team, I'm on board, let's do it. Those are the 21 human sales behaviors. And by now, what you should be realizing is you're doing them. These are all part of the fabric of how you engage every day. Now, let's look at those through a lens that says you're in sales.